Stimulus checks, unemployment supplements, and payroll protection loans. Just some of the initiatives offered by the government to help people and businesses get through this pandemic shutdown. Universities and colleges are not exempt from bailout funds. The CARES Act includes nearly $14 billion to support higher education. Schools in our area will be among the recipients. Rutgers getting more than $54 million, second only to Arizona State and Penn State universities. Columbia and Cornell will receive the most of the Ivy League universities, nearly $13 million apiece. $2.5 million is earmarked for Princeton. The Department of Education allocated funds based on the percentage of recipients of Pell Grants, which go to low-income students. The money is intended to cover course materials, technology, food, and housing for students. All well and good, but worth noting that some of these schools have massive endowments, a pool of donated money earning investment income. Rutgers endowment, $1.5 billion. Columbia, $10 billion. Cornell, $7 billion. Princeton, $26 billion. And Harvard, which received a $9 million bailout, has a $40 billion endowment. Joining me now, Jason Reddish. He is the CEO of Total Merchant Resources. Jason, welcome to Chasing News.
Thanks for having me, Bill.
So let's just talk first about the optics here. You've got tens of thousands of businesses in our area, maybe more, many of whom were turned down getting these business loans from the stimulus package. And then you turn around and find out these huge institutions with billions of dollars in endowments, they're getting a check.
Well, and the large players are the one making the decisions because the PPP loans aren't being made by small lenders like myself. That's having the wrong people in place making these decisions that are completely out of touch with small business, with what's truly small business.
In a statement, Rutgers spokeswoman Dory Devlin said, quote, "The first $27 million will be used for direct relief to students. The university will distribute the money to our chancellors in a way that reflects student need, and they will distribute the funding to the students." All right, let's bring in tonight's A-plus panel. We are joined by Democratic strategist and attorney Bill Caruso. Good to see you, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
And Republican strategist Jeanette Hoffman. Good to see you, Jeanette.
Thanks, Bill.
Jeanette, I'll start with you on this. We had the payroll protection and the small business loans run out of money. Now, there's another bill coming to help them out, but you've got hundreds of thousands, millions of people across the country not getting a dime yet, and yet you've got these huge universities being bailed out. What do you think?
Yeah, Bill, I mean, this is why people hate politicians and they don't have faith in our government. Now, these universities say the money is going to the students. Let's see. Let's hold these institutions accountable and see where the money is going. They should be going directly to the students.
Bill, let's talk about that for a minute, just on your end of this. To Jeanette's point, direct to people always, more beneficial, I think. But that aside, Shake Shack, when they received a $10 million loan, they gave it back in favor of the small businesses. Where is the higher education leadership stepping up to say, look, we got $40 billion of our own. Thank you. We don't need your $9 million.
Well, listen, there are constituencies within that group that are impacted by this, and there is an example where large institutions can help the government, at least in dispersal. So the Pell Grant recipients, the lower income students, if they are truly going to be benefited from this, then as Jeanette said, let's see that. But this is a cautionary tale for each of these institutions.
Okay, thank you, guys.